tonight on BBC One. At 7 o'clock, Tomorrow's World includes a look at the dangers of driving.
Barry, I've commandeered a vehicle.
The old trick, eh? Eat the telly before I get a chance to nick you.
It's a toaster. Dalek, you have been defeated. Surrender. You have failed.
Insufficient data.
Nazi ain't got no humanity. They're the foot soldiers of a Jew-hating, mass-murdering maniac, and they need to be destroyed. That's why any and every sumbitch we find wearing a Nazi uniform, they're gonna die.
Is this world protected? But you're not the first lot to have come here. Oh, there have been so many. And what you've got to ask is, what happened to them?
Hello. I'm the Doctor.
It's indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good morning. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Well, you're probably in England. Let's be fair. Why am I looking off to the side? Do I need to move my screen? Oh, there you go. That is better. I hope you're all doing well, ladies and gentlemen. I'm probably going to be kind of tired by the time you see me next time, which will be on Dan's stream on Saturday, right? Because we got a review. Oh God, I just watched it. Oy vey, Starfleet Academy. It's shit. Listen. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, right? Because I am doing a lot of work to provide you with scintillating content. It's awful, right? It's awful. It just is. It has literally no redeeming feature other than it's massively embarrassing Paramount, which I like a lot, right? Paramount, they deserve to be massively embarrassing, but I like why. Like, how? I would love to go to the CEO and go, like, how? How did you think this was a good idea? I mean, we all can see it. Like, why didn't you ask people who actually like Star Trek, right? Because no one's like this shit, right? No one likes it. It's fallen off these streaming charts already. Because it's shit. I mean, right, it's not hard to understand. It's shit. Oh, I don't know. I mean, again, I get this headache right here now. Whenever I get stress and tension, and because I just watched it, and I watch it on 1.5 speed because I can't, right? I can't. Anyway, so next time you see me, I'll be tired. My son's here with his wife and his 2 babies who they're very big and they got cute little touches, kind of big touches now, right? They're growing nicely, but this does mean that my wife's going to be up all night looking after them, right? And, that means I'm going to be woken up a lot as well. Although I keep saying, look, I'm happy to help. Just like, I'm feed a baby. It's okay. No, nothing doing. But there, so we got Friday night and Saturday. Now, why are they here this week? Because this is our bomb shelter, right? And we're expecting an Iranian attack. I guess over the weekend, and they want to come and pile down here rather than go up the street to the public shelter where they live. So yeah, they're going to be with us. And if there's a war, oh God, it's going to be go on forever. I hope it doesn't go on forever. I really hope it doesn't go on forever. I'm really not up for another war. I do hope the Trumpster. I live in Israel, if you don't know. I do hope the Trumpster and his military just deals with this really quickly. Right, that would be great. That would be fantastic. Just topple the mullahs and get regime change, and that's good. That's great for Israel. Oh man, like an Israel-Iranian alliance that changes everything. That really changes everything. That will be good news for all, ladies and gentlemen. Good news. Well, not the Iranians. Well, no, the Iranians as well. Not the mullahs, of course, but you know. And I think probably while the Americans are here, they'll disarm Hamas, with prejudice, which I kind of like, right? I kind of like that sort of thing. Makes me warm and fuzzy. Something else that makes me warm and fuzzy. I am a lover of free enterprise, ladies and gentlemen. I am a lover of free enterprise. And young people starting their own businesses. I think that's a great thing, right? I think that's a great thing. So the wonderful Sydney Sweeney just got more awesome. I mean, like, how can she get more awesome, right? She's already like the hottest person ever at this point, like already. And she likes being sexy, like she likes being hot. I mean, and she also seems kind of normal and nice. So I know she's like literally the greatest thing ever at this point. And she got more awesome. Weirdly enough, she got more awesome. How'd you get more awesome? She started her own business. Well, good for her. Good for her, Sydney. What business did she start? Her own lingerie business. And again, I can only support the youth in their in their businesses. So let's look at a couple of the ads she put out, right? Sydney Sweeney debuts a new laundry brand, Syrn. Syrn. Sin. I don't know. Maybe let's say how to pronounce it.
Exciting. I have the first ever Syrn box.
Syrn. And again, look, even with her covered up, she's still gorgeous. Like I don't, by the way, those like lingerie gloves, they are sexy.
Just tear me apart. I think I have that one on. These are my favorite.
They're all my favorite, darling. They're all my favorite. You're doing such a great job.
And I saw Simba. This one also has a little bow tie because we mean business. And we have one of my favorite pieces.
Yes, that's what it means to me. You wearing a little corset and bow tie, that means business to me.
I love a good one-piece teddy. The front.
Me too, Sydney. Me too.
Closure, triangle bralette, another thumb. All yours.
Oh. Well, I kept saying this, who's a market, right? Because it seems to me this is something that men are going to be interested in, right? Are you supposed to send to women? Here, she's got another ad. Let's see what else she has to say about it. That looks like excellent lingerie. That's all I can say. Excellent lingerie. Well done, Sydney.
London. It's our first romantic shoot ever. We are at my first ever Syrn shoot for my comfy girl. I'm here at my Syrn. We are shooting our first ever Seductress campaign today.
Okay. And she's right wing, and she's pro-Israel. I mean, like, oh God, how does this woman get any better? Oh, and she's super rich. Sydney, darling, Sydney, give me a call, okay? I'll be nice to you. What it is to have a fantastic body and be totally comfortable with it, right? Well, I can't imagine. There's some stills that she put out, so again, I think we must support this poor waif in her new career. Well, again, I just think it sounds like a good idea to buy this. I mean, absolutely, right? And so much variety, right? Well done, Sydney and Syrn, right? Have to tell you, those knickers will look a little uncomfortable with me, but I don't mind. Yes, Sydney. If I was able to do that, I would smile like that too, right? I would 100% smile like that too, right? And wow, she's got quite a big range there. I'm talking about the clothes. Yes, this one, look, it's hard keeping up with all the press and the calls. Right, I understand, Sydney. I understand. So to honor her, of course, I put her on the thumbnail. This is one of the rejected ones. But Sydney, you might want to think about adding this to the Syrn line, right? I may recommend that. I may recommend that for you. Although here, it's really annoying. Let me zoom in. They made her cross-eyed for some unknown reason. I had to unboss-eye her for the. for the thumbnail, right? Very strange. We'll come back to the thumbnail soon, ladies and gentlemen. We'll come back to the thumbnail soon. Get your Vaseline ready. Or hand cream. I guess, honestly, definitely the sexiest woman walking the earth, I think, right? I think. It's like, although I do remember very clearly Scarlett Johansson in her prime, right? Black Widow era, early Black Widow era ScarJo, right? I remember when they did a porn parody of the Avengers, and the person playing Black Widow wasn't as hot. The porn star wasn't as hot as Scarlett Johansson. I'm like, really? Amongst porn stars, you couldn't find somebody? Apparently not, right? Apparently not. Anyway, we got a few bits and bobs of stuff to look over. All of this is pretty darn good, right? Let's have a look. Doink. Do you remember that famous Sydney Sweeney? Again, it's still with Sydney Sweeney. Do you remember that famous thing where they that liberal interviewer tried to get her to apologize for being hot and gorgeous? I don't know. That got merged with the internet phenomenon Amelia. And oh boy, am I loving the leftists just like totally freak out. Oh, it's so great. It is so great. Here's a parody with Amelia with that.
People should not really be able to be against mass immigration. That was kind of like the criticism, broadly speaking. And since you were here, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to crawl on your hands and knees, kind of beg forgiveness.
Again, they're making her look too pretty, quite frankly. They made her look a bit fatter.
And generally apologize for it.
They really nailed that.
Fuck off, you prick.
Yes, yes. I think we all agree, right? I think we all agree. Fuck off, you prick, right? Fuck off, you prick. Now, saying fuck off, you prick in a much better way over here is the reform person who's running for Mayor of London, and oh boy, does she troll this guy, this Labour guy, right? I see what she says is 100% correct.
Happy with Elon Musk? Are you an Elon Musk fan?
You know why? You know why Elon Musk terrifies you, and you call it disinformation? Because it's speech you cannot control. That's it. You can't control, although you're trying.
And that is it. That is entirely it, right? Disinformation bullshit.
Listen, with the online safety
you think he's a Democrat?
You are trying.
You think he believes in democracy?
Do you believe in democracy?
Well, obviously I do, but
Well, obviously you do, right? Well, let her do it.
Did people vote for the digital ID? Did people vote for the online safety bill? No, you don't believe in democracy. You don't believe in Brexit.
Elon Musk.
You want it over
to...
Elon Musk is not an elected official. I want the leader of this country to believe in democracy.
Are you a fan of him?
I'm a fan for anyone that protects free speech. Yes, I am a fan of him. He's a genius. Have you thought what he's brought to...
I think he's an idiot. I think he...
Okay. He invented the electric car and, like, sold it. He is a genius, right? You know, I'm sorry he's not a lefty, but he is a genius, right? 100%.
Doesn't understand
He's an
it.
idiot.
I don't think he understands our political
Someone who's
system
created
at all.
SpaceX.
Well, no. The thing is, he does understand it, right? And he's completely circumventing it, right? Because, again, this is the way Labour and the lefties essentially do everything. They make a whole bunch of rules and go, but it's a rule. We made the rule. It's the law now. Well, we just got to... Yeah. Your political system is incredibly corrupt by people like you, so you could still power from people.
And Tesla is an idiot. Is an idiot.
They keep blowing up.
Oh, really? That SpaceX keeps blowing up? Again, ignorance and stupidity.
He's wiped millions off the share price of his own
Labour
company.
cabinet member who's achieved...
I think he's an absolute danger to himself and others.
In what sense? I'll tell you what's a danger. Is a corrupt Labour Party.
Again, I love that she brings it to him. They're completely corrupt.
Corrupt Labour Party, yes, because you're running a country. I'll tell you what's a danger, is you trying to chip away our freedoms bit by bit with the online safety bill, the digital ID, under the guise of safety.
I don't believe he...
All I can say is, Elon Musk. Oh, fuck off.
Actually thinks in democracy.
You know, the problem is that the establishment used to control what we see and hear. Now we have X, and that terrifies people like you. It terrifies.
No, and what she's going to say is 100% correct.
No, it's not. You are the establishment. Your party is the establishment. And actually, people are waking up to they've been lied to the whole time. And that terrifies your party.
It really does. It also scares the shit out of the Conservatives as well, right? Because they're also equally pretty darn awful, right? They're equally pretty darn awful. Speaking of equally pretty darn awful, let's talk about the BBC. Oh man, Holocaust Remembrance Day this week, and they forgot to remember the Jews. Apparently,
Holocaust Memorial Day, a day for remembering the 6 million people who were murdered.
People? What type of people? What type of 6 million people that were murdered? Oh, was it Muslims? Because there's so much Islamophobia, right? Like people. What about Jews? You talk about Jews all the time when the camera's off, right? You talk about us constantly, and I don't think you got a nice word to say, have you? And you can't bring it out of your mouth now?
By the Nazi regime over 80 years ago.
Today marks Holocaust Memorial Day, a day for remembering the 6 million people who were murdered by the Nazi regime over 80 years.
And I love the way everybody conjures up the name of Nazis for ICE or whatever, right? It's crazy, right? It's crazy. What's this? BBC presenter Giles Coran says he has cancelled his... Let's see what he's cancelled. Oh, his trip to America. Right, because he's busy calling the ICE Nazis. Because they're exactly the same. Yeah, they're exactly the same. Right? Oh, God, makes you want to be sick, doesn't it?
Half-trained goons packing, walking the streets of blue...
Okay, how do you know they're half-trained and why you call them goons? Right, like, I understand that you've decided to take a political stance. And because you've decided to take a political stance, you've completely detached yourself from all reality so you can, like, justify yourself. No, again, there have been, about 10 times the amount of illegal aliens arrested and deported from Texas, but with no violence whatsoever. Could it be? Could it be the Minnesota governor and mayor and infrastructure has caused all this unrest to happen? Right?
State liberal cities like Minneapolis, and you say the wrong thing and you end up being shot 6 times in the back of the head while...
Again, the guy who gets shot, people who get shot are playing stupid games, right? They're like, the woman who got shot, she drove a car. A guy armed with an armed officer who had recently been dragged by a car. Man, the trouble is, though, when people get into Trump derangement syndrome, like there's a podcaster who I like, a YouTuber who I really genuinely like. I think he's a good person. He's a very nice person. He is bonkers Mac bonkers when it comes to anything to do with Trump, right? Like on his Facebook, he was talking about that woman who was shot by ICE, right? And I said, she pointed a car at him and drove, right? She was an agitator. She refused orders, blocked traffic, refused to get out of the car, and then drove the car at an officer. You play stupid games, she fucked around and she found out, right? That's exactly what happened. And so we went on, and I said, look, but the weird thing about this is, and that this is true, people see what they want to see, right? People see whatever their political alignment is, right? And I was being reasonably clear. I was talking about both of us, right? He got enraged, right? I also put out a Tim Pool video which actually showed the car turning the wheel to aim at the guy, whatever. And he just became enraged, right? He thought I was saying it was just him. No, I was saying we both do, right? But people just get wacky and bonkers
into the floor. And we had this holiday coming up, and I was quite excited to go. And then this thing happened with Minneapolis. It started with Greenland. Trump's nuts. It's a weird place, but that shouldn't stop me going on holiday.
Right. But again, what's wrong with America wanting to control Greenland? Right? What's the actual problem with that? Like, come out with a deal that Greenland gets to benefit greatly, and America gets to put a ton of bases there. Essentially, you got this like little place in the middle of Scotland, which is like the only port they have there, and it's where all the Russian and the Chinese subs go through, right? So there's no military presence there, and a sub could conceivably make it straight to New York and bomb from there, right? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but like as part of your strategic tense, they need Greenland, right? They do need Greenland, but again, logic and reason means nothing to these people, right? It really doesn't, right? They just could not care less about logic and reason, right? They just go Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad.
I've always had faith in the American people. I love America. In the Bush years, all my liberal friends going, "Oh, it's so terrible, Bush." And I go, "No, the Americans, they're great. It's okay when you're there." And then the second shooting, the Saturday, I literally went online and I just cancelled. I lose about 150 quid in taxes.
You know what? Couldn't care less, mate. I don't think the Americans are crying at all. Why don't you just fuck off home and leave them alone, Mr. Know-it-all?
I just cancelled it. I thought, I'm not going there. They've got half-trained goons packing, walking the streets of...
Again, how much research have you done into this? Did you read Twitter from your little bubble? Is that what you did? Yeah? Did you read your little X from your little bubble? And you went, oh, that must be it. Yes, you did, didn't you? Yes, you did.
Blue state, liberal cities like Minneapolis, and you say the wrong thing and you end up being shot 6 times in the back of the head while pinned to the floor.
Say the wrong thing, like, I'm going to drive my car into you. I'm going to fucking kill you. Yeah, weird, isn't it? It's weird.
Yeah. I wasn't planning to get in the way of any ICE agents, but you never know what's going to happen. And I just thought...
Well, no, you do, actually. If you get in the way of ICE agents, you're going to get fucked up. You do know what's going to happen.
I cannot put my family in the way of this lunatic militarized state in chaos.
I mean, like, again, how do you feel about open borders, you dumb cunt? Right? Do you like open borders? Is that a good thing? Because I think you do. I think you do. I'm sorry. Like, the Biden years, they let in, 20, 30 million illegal aliens? Oh, no. Getting rid of them might be a bit difficult. And you know what? I can't wait for midterms in November because the Democrats are going to get fucked up in ways, and I can't wait for people like this to see his crying little face.
Right, so I guess it's just repugnant. So the violence you're seeing, we're all seeing, every day and every night coming out of Minneapolis.
Fear of it happening to me. Genuine, literally fear.
Because you're fucking crazy. Because you're a retard. Again, you live in your little X bubble. Little X bubble. Hello, little X bubble. How's it? It's not, dude. You don't hear anybody say anything wrong.
I don't like.
Probably doesn't live in it. He doesn't go. He's not. He's probably on Blue Sky. In your little Blue Sky bubble.
Going to a country with the death penalty. I don't approve of it. And if you go to a place where the state kills its citizens, it could happen to you. I wouldn't fancy Saudi. I wouldn't fancy Iran.
Saudi's actually supposed to be very, very nice, quite frankly. Iran, you'll fit right in there, mate. Oh, you love the mullahs.
And so I've always had that slight worry in America. You say the wrong thing, you get mistaken for someone else. You go to court, the wrong thing happens, and you end up being on death row.
You're insane. That's never happened to anybody ever. You say the wrong thing. What wrong thing is it? What wrong thing could you say that you get mistaken for somebody else and then put onto death row, right? What? Get citation, please. Do you have anything at all? You're fucking retard. You really are. The most stupid people in the world are the most educated.
So that always was a bit of a thing. Then you've got all the everybody's allowed to carry a gun. Now the state is killing its citizens and then saying, yeah, but he was carrying a gun. And you're going, but I thought that was legal.
Yeah, it's legal to carry a gun. It's not legal to point it at somebody and shoot it. Right? Yeah. Do you see the difference? Right? Do you see the difference?
Is it legal or not legal? Even the national right.
Again, you're just a fucking retard.
Rifle Association now are angry with these ICE officers. I literally, genuinely now believe it's tipped the balance into being too dangerous to go because you'll probably get killed.
Good. Fuck off from America. They can live without you. You're a fucking moron. Right? And the trouble with the world is it's full of fucking morons like you. Oh, man. That's just painful to watch. Right, it is just painful. Though. Meanwhile, let's hear a bit of. Should we do sound? No, let's do another. Let's have a look at what these peaceful protesters are actually like in their own natural environment, right? And again, these people are just insane.
What are you doing here? You're trying to antagonize people, so go the fuck away.
She's just protesting abortions, as is her right. Right? She's protesting abortions, and that's it. Right? But no, because liberals fucking hate. They hate free speech.
Go the fuck away. Go the fuck away. It's simple. Go the fuck away.
She's so
go home.
Why don't we just let her get raped, pregnant, and forced to have a mother?
That'd be great.
And how do you think you don't sound despicable? Right? Wishing somebody to be raped because they don't align with you, right? You're just a despicable cunt.
I would carry full term. Yeah,
Go.
I'm sure you would, and you'd be traumatized for life.
She's traumatized already.
I'm not the one who looks traumatized here.
You can go.
You're right.
You can go.
We're a little old.
We're gonna stay together. We're gonna stay together the rest of the day.
How would you say you're for women, but then
we're
tell
gonna
women
stay
she should
together?
get raped?
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm not going to answer you. And these people are scum.
Why are you antagonizing people? Why are you?
That she's an antagonist. She's just standing there, and you're saying she should get raped. I would say you're a bit more antagonistic in that dynamic.
Video evidence of
Why are you antagonizing people?
That is disgusting.
No,
Come with your elders. Come with your elders, please. We've been fighting for this for 50 years. She's so young. I hope you guys have a good day.
I'm people just anyway. Let's hear again. Let's hear from the other side of the art, and I'm going to say, this is really a war of good versus evil, light versus dark, and it's so clear when you look at it, right? Where is it? Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's widow, again, looks beautiful. I mean, she does. She looks absolutely. She's radiant. Right, and she makes herself look beautiful, and she's strong, and she's powerful, right? And she speaks a lot of sense.
Came in to that chat, awkwardly enough, was a clip of Rachel Maddow and Jimmy Kimmel. I can't even believe I'm saying their names in a church, but together.
And honestly, I look, as you know, I'm very Jewish, right? I'm very, very Jewish, right? I love her Christianity. It's beautiful, right? It's genuine. Her connection to God is genuinely beautiful.
But it was interesting because he asked her the question, do you think these protests are helping? Personally, I do not. I think it's demonic. But
she's right. They are demonic.
I understood the sentiment of what she said. She was trying to explain the 3.5% rule. And she was basically saying that, in political science jargon, she was basically saying that when you have 3.5% of the population protesting peacefully.
Oh yeah, totally peacefully.
And you're in non-violent protest mode, it is very hard for that to go unnoticed. And it's very hard for that to be tucked back in. It just kind of sparks.
Yeah, they're making a good point, but, they're going to lose. Again, I do think God's on Trump's side. I do. Genuinely, and I know a lot of people watching are atheists, right? It's fine. It's cool. You do you, baby. Right? I just think they're losing everything. So honestly, if there's a war going to happen with Iran, I'm kind of glad that the Trumpsters leading the charge, right? Even though, I'm going to get my next few days messed up. Oy vey, ladies and gentlemen. So what I can say is oy vey. Anyway, let's get to before I get to chat. What is this? Let's just go over the thumbnail, right? I had and you, by the way, sign up to my Substack, right? You get all the background stuff from the thumbnails. And when I find time to write, which I don't know when I'm going to, maybe Saturday night I'll put in a few hours, right? You'll start getting chapters of my book, Space Oddity. No, wrong thing. Over here. We'll be able to share screen. Again, Sydney looking resplendent. Now, actually, I started with I didn't specify the color of the lingerie, right? Or stockings and suspenders, right? So this was the first one it came up with. This is the it says right there 1701A bridge, right? I like to mix it up a bit. Close but not really there. Also, that's actually, I like the background better on that one, right? The background's better, but I'm not I didn't like the lingerie she was wearing. I think this is the one I used, but I'm gonna have to fix the squint. Is that the one I use? No, or maybe it's this one. I think, yeah, that's the one I used, but I had to fix the squint. I like the little Star Trek Delta, you know, above the nether regions, right? You know, because who wouldn't want that? So yeah, you know what? I think I chose the right one, and I had a couple of rejected. I had one rejected animation. Let me see if I can find it. Is it this one? Maybe it's this one. I think it's this one. Right, yeah, it kind of goes in slow-mo. But, you know, good for her. I just wanted to move a little bit quicker, right? One more time for everybody at home. And the thing is, you could be fooled into thinking Sydney Sweeney does actually move in slow motion. That would make sense to me. There you go. But here's the one that that I went with them, and then pull up the thumbnail. Doink. There we go. Again, the leaning forward is just perfect. I do like the way you got Captain, whatever her name is, squirming on a chair over there, which you didn't do much this week in Star Trek, right? One more time, Sydney, and then we'll pull up the thumbnail. Doing an excellent job, as always. An excellent job. Yes, we all wish her well with the new business. Put out more pictures, darling. Put out more pictures. It'll only do good for you, right? It'll only do good for you or me. What day is it? It's the 29th. This must be the thumbnail. Well, a second, let me read it. Doctor Who and the plot holes are doing. We're trying to get to that for ages. I'll do that soon. Henry Cavill's Highlander. There can be only one. Plus this other one. Star Trek, Starfleet Academy. More egg on Paramount's face. And they deserve it. They deserve it so much, right? Oh, my God. Let's face it. Even if I was in Starfleet Academy dressed like this, it will still be shit. Sydney, you just know the right things to say. By the way, check out my new lingerie line. We did, Siren. I would be paying close attention to your promotion of it. Close attention. That's just because I like you so much, right? That's just because I like you so much. If you want to come on the show and plug it, no problem, darling. No problem. I mean, maybe you should wear some, right? If you want to come on the show. But other than that, you just let me know. You let me know when you're ready, okay? Okay. You just go do your thing. I'll get to the chat. We go. OT is here doing OT. Starmer's only gone to China for one reason, and it's not. Yeah, I mean that massive Chinese embassy they're building. That is just bad news, right? That is genuinely bad news. Darren Evans here doing Darren Evans. Darren the Funky Evans is here. I'm pretty sure you're Darren the Funky Evans. You're Darren, and Viv's telly eating trick may have to come back soon. Why? They're setting out the detective vans. They never worked the detective vans. They were just a con, apparently. Mega Geek reminded me of this, of the commercial from the 70s. Like they're in the van going, ooh, they're watching Columbo, right? I had a weird desire to watch Starsky and Hutch the other night, right? Last night when I was going, man, did I had a good dinner last night. It was fabulous, right? Like me and my wife, we're doing couples counseling, and I don't know if we're staying married or not. I would really like to, right? Although it turns out my options are actually much better than I thought. So go figure, right? There's a couple of people who've had their eye on me. I'm like, really? Well, okay then. But I love my wife. Anyway, afterwards we normally go out, get a coffee or something to eat, and I like this. So this really nice Italian restaurant. I had gnocchi. It had what was it? It was a cream camembert sauce. Oh God, it was fabulous. It was really fabulous. I was a bit miffed, though. They didn't have the hot apple cider. And on a cold night, that's pleasant. So I went for a hot chocolate. You know me. By the way, I'm loving the Ozempic as well. It's incredible. I hardly eat. I don't think I've eaten anything today. Right? And I'm not really that hungry. I'm just losing a ton of weight. It's fantastic, right? It's absolutely fantastic. Donald Cox, how you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us. We said Darren Funky Evans. Darren, I'm going to have a little play around with AI last week. Well, show us what you came up with, right? Show you what you came up with. Jonathan, virtual hugs for the Rabbi for sacrificing. I am sacrificing. Oh, it's so bad, right? It is so bad. Oh. From what I heard about Academy, the Star Trek spoof books are superior. Yes, it's genuinely shit, right? Jonathan Cox was distracted by Sydney Sweeney. I wasn't talking, I was staring too, darling. The leftists are going nuts about Amelia. I love that, right? I love seeing, was it Paul Mason? Oh, God, they're all so fucking racist, these people. Oh, they really are. Where was it? There was a great clip with somebody on with Paul Mason, and it just like pointed out he was a massive racist. And he was like, "Whoa, Echo, oh, I'm not a racist, no." Yeah, you are. Leftists can't make anything, only destroy stuff. That does seem to be the truth nowadays. Like, I used to be a bit lefty myself, right? I genuinely did. I know the world's gone strange. The world's gone strange. That's why Sydney Sweeney is here to balance the great scales of justice, right? What the good Lord taketh, the good Lord giveth back. David Millings here. How you doing, sir? Hope you get fed in night feast too. No. Nice fatherless rusk with warm milk. Oh, now you're talking. Now that shouldn't give me an erection, but it does. I know I have to talk about my therapist about that. Actually, I have to tell you, I had my personal therapist this week, right? And I'm doing so well, she didn't know what to say. She was like, what? So I have to tell you, if they have to use people, then should they also use total figures that include Jews and others? Yeah, well, it was all Jews. It was like a few gypsies, right? If that's the correct word, I'm not sure. Right? I know. They call this Baron on the Lotus Caesar. He is a total prat. I got to listen to that. Do like the Lotus Caesars, right? Does anybody in America actually know that posh twat if he did go there? No, and nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. Too many middle class idiots, says Archie Collin, have grown up with the consequences or limits on their action. That's true. With no consequences or limits on their action. Exactly. And now they're getting them. They're like, oh my God, you're treating me like a Nazi, so you must be a Nazi. Petey Rich says local government that's encouraging Minneapolis citizen service federal agents. Oh, and also they're all paid, right? I mean, those billions that have been stolen by the Somalians. I think we see where that one is going. He should go on holiday to Eastbourne, says Darren Funky Evans. It's getting old enough to get a full-time accommodation. Well, yeah, that actually sounds pretty good. Where are we going? Greenland is a case of US having a defense contract with them since the 50s and the Danish government not honoring their side of it. That's why NATO had to step in the end. Well, there you go. This is why the BBC loves London so much, because it's turning into a mini Palestine. Yeah, I have no desire to go back to London at all, right? At all. Where are we up to? Did I say the BBC likes London? Why do they all move their news bulletins to Manchester? Well, I don't know. Karen's got a Karen. Karens do Karen, right? Karens do Karen. Check out Holly Valence's new song, Kiss Kiss, XX My Arse, a play on the 2002 hit. Okay. I don't know about it, but okay. There's a comic on The Punisher with less violence than these peaceful protests. Sydney Sweeney in red just shows her being more defiant of the so-called rules. I know, I love it. She's just fantastic, right? Your AI experience in your profile picture. Oh, I can hardly see. Is that Amelia in front of the TARDIS? You're having a bit of Wi-Fi troubles on your end. Well, it'll all sort itself out. and all sorts of stuff. Where should we start with? Should we start with Doctor Who stuff? Because I don't think I can face going into... Oh, no, we got... let's start with SFX magazine, right? The new SFX came out. Let's pull that up. Doink! Pocket mags. And... All right. Well, we'll wait for this video, Sydney, to end because you know, it's only polite, right? And we are polite people. We are polite people here. Great job, Sydney. Great job. Love that lingerie. Doing the Lord's work, darling. Doing the Lord's work. If the Lord's work is getting insanely horny all the time. Where are we up to? Monarch, Legend, Legacy of Monsters. Let's go back to the beginning. So, who told me this was a good show? Was it PD Rich? I can't remember. See, here's the trouble I have with the modern, Monsterverse stuff. You have two tracks. You have the serious one, with Bryan Cranston, that one. And then you got the super goofy fun one with like the flying cars in the center of the earth, right? I like the super goofy fun one, right? I think that they're fun. This isn't that. This is like kind of like the boring. I only got through like the first 6 episodes because I was just bored, right? Genuinely, I was just bored by it, right? And no, this is not going to make me want to go back to Apple Plus. And I like Apple Plus. The only thing I think is kind of nice is they got Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell playing the same character but in 2 different time zones. Right, I think that's a pretty darn good thing, right? Battlefield Earth, revisited Trolls to a sci-fi movie. Well, don't. It's not that good, right? Good luck, have fun, don't die. That looks really good. I'm looking forward to that. Let's just get into it, have a look. Why would you want... okay, Verada Sethu, I get it. Millie Gibson, I get it. Shooty Gatwa, really? No, I have no interest. I mean, I'd much rather meet Brian Blessed. Oh, who's Christopher Chung? Don't recognize him at all. David Bradley, it's another Doctor. Sophia Miles. I mean, this is like young hot Sophia Miles. I can't argue that. Zia Galani, was it Indiana Jones? Was he? Okay. Paul Casey, members and stuff. Oh yes, the Ruby's mother from not stepmother, adoptive mother, whatever, from Doctor Who. Craig Charles, Wolf Kala. Okay. Roxanne McGee, I kind of vaguely remember from Game of Thrones. Madeline Smith, Lee Ingby. Who else is there? Colin Baker. It's a shame Colin Baker's stuck down here. Colin McFarlane was the good character from The War Between Land and Sea. Gemma Redgrave. No, I'll fall asleep before I finish talking to her. She's just a dull person, right? A dull person. Let's see what the rants and raves are. I do like he's got the editor has his age appropriate picture. There we go. I'm trying to catch up on a backlog of comics and shows. A quick reminder how the great The Walking Dead spin-offs are. I'm not going there. And the graphic novels collecting the original Aliens comics. Oh, they're good, right? They are good. Been listening to Bill Conti's 1987 score for Master of the Universe a lot recently. I know every beat. Well, that's weird. I'm hearing Bill Conti's 1987 score for Master of the Universe in sleep. Okay. Come back. Where are we? Enjoyed Chris. Did I miss that? Hang on a second. Someone only watched the odd episode Inside Number 9, so I'm fixing and watching one on iPlayer every lunchtime. Delighted that Paul Giamatti is a Star Trek fan who recently rewatched Deep Space Nine. Yeah, I don't think you need to do that level of preparation for Starfleet Academy. We'll be happy to watch a series of Kate Lethbridge threatening to shoot people who play their music on buses and ride e-scooters on the pavement. Well, okay then. I'm glad you're happy for that. Weirdo. It's like, well, that just makes me happy. Well, you're very strange. Take me Strawbridge there. Take me Strawbridge. Thanks for joining us. There we go. Sad to hear about the death of who? Actor Gregory DePornay, who was brilliant as D84. Oh, he did the voices, didn't he? I heard a cry. That was me. Enjoyed Christopher Biggins talking about Rent-A-Ghost. I didn't know it was in Rent-A-Ghost. But why was there only a single episode to show and to accompany it? Wish the Bee would have a more event telly around his extensive genre archive. They're actually right there. It goes so brilliantly with vintage music programming. Yeah, don't do anything new, right? Not so seasonal now, but Archive on 4, A Ghost Story for Christmas, makes for a fascinating listening whenever it's whatever time of year it is. Find on BBC Sounds. Thoroughly enjoyed The Avengers in the Veracity Trap by Chip Kidd and Michael Show. Gorgeous retro graphic novel that plays with witty storytelling games. And the Uber Woke, who's just taking a break from a nice protest, Tara Bennett. Genndy Tarkovsky's Primal returns crazier than ever. The weirdest zombie story out there, violent but emotionally driven, and the definitive of adult information. Give it a try. No. Speaking of zombies, we seek out We Bury the Dead, for it's really interesting to take on the dead who wake up, and Daisy Ridley's introspective performance. I don't want to see anything with Daisy Ridley in ever again. Why is this guy in front of grot bags? Like, what's going on? I can't. Well, what's he saying? Apologies to everyone at home and do expect to see a certain horror franchise this year. There was no time to include it. What are you talking about? A common problem that films that take around a year to hit the screens, it seems, but we're sure I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. So he's like, he had to like fill it with stuff. So, okay. When is this movie coming out? This movie looks really good. Gore Verbinski on Sam Rockwell, on how Sam Rockwell is the salve for AI corruption. Okay. But this movie looks really cool. It's out in the cinema. Okay, February 13th. Let's see when it's out in Israel. Let's have a look. This is my local cinema. Bukrov Bukolanot. That means coming soon to theaters. Let me see if we have it anywhere. Not seeing it. Nope, still don't see it. Oh, there you go. It comes out on the 19th for us. I do want to see that movie. Right? It does look good. Right? It does look good. Anyway, we're up to Doink. Yeah, this genuinely looks like a good movie, which is a bit of a rarity now. Evil Dead invade Riverdale, Archie X Army of Darkness. Okie dokie. 13th floor, the supercomputer Max goes beyond the 13th floor in a new short story anthology. Is it like a comic or is it a book? If you haven't read it, I mean, like 13th floor is really kind of cool. It's like this city block that has a supercomputer running it, and he like, you know, puts people through torment who are bad. Right, so they find their good self. What's this? Colin Hurley's whistle offers a cautionary lesson in blowing unfamiliar objects. Well, there's always to have caution about that, right? Oh, Armor Best unites his Star Wars roles as Jar Jar Binks and Kellyanne Beck in new Marvel one-shot. Okay, apparently DC is just kicking Marvel's ass in sales right now. Right, Fantastic Four on the Planet of the Apes. That's kind of cool. I like any Planet of the Apes, right? I do like Planet of the Apes. I like the original run. I like the new movies. Planet of the Apes is one of the only good franchises that has never gone woke, right? And pretty much every entry is good, apart from the Tim Burton one. Like, I would watch literally any Planet of the Apes movie, right? I like Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Is it Beneath or Beyond? It's Beneath the Planet of the Apes, right? And then Escape from the Planet of the Apes, like that one too. Conquest of the Planet Apes, that's also a good one. Battle of the Planet Apes, that ended the original run. Then it was it Rise of Planet Apes, Dawn of Planet of the Apes, War of Planet of the Apes, and Kingdom of Planet Apes. Another 4. Again, all really good movies. As Kingdom especially, I really like Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. You haven't seen it, right? And you got Disney Plus, it's on there. It's really worth it, right? It's really genuinely good. But this looks fun. This doesn't. What's this? Stitch Head in cinema 13th of February. Oh, you enjoy being there, mate. What's this? Smile for the Camera is out 18th of February. A Quiet Place. What is this? Some horror comics, I guess. Whatever. Send Help is in cinemas February 6th. People actually, this is getting good buzz. I mean, I'm not going to cinema to it, but it's getting good buzz. What's this? Out for the Count. The Human Fly versus Dracula. I mean, it can't really. How about doing something that's not, event-y, right? Sky Brown bring out the horror Phantom of the Opera for Universal's Monster line. And the artwork is really nice, isn't it? Right? The art, it reminds me of, Dave McKean and Bill Sienkiewicz. I really like that artwork. Who's working on it? Right side artist Martin Simmons. That he's doing a good job. I like that guy's work. Right, I like that guy's work. Impossible Princess, don't care. In for the Kill, no idea. Gaston, let's look at the news. I mean, like the Gaston movie. I'm like, oh god, another gay movie, like another gay movie. Stranger Things, no, not interested. It should have ended on the third season. And really, the third season was kind of pushing it. What's this? Monster Curiosities. So it's a bunch of 45 of the studio's rarely seen cult treasures, from The Huntback of Notre Dame, Phantom of the Opera, to The Raven. That was pretty cool. Let's see how much it is. And it's in Australia. Umbrella. Return to Silent Hill. Don't make it hard. $60 for The Fool? I think I got that movie. Oh, yeah, fine. I don't care. Okay. There's a rant and the Newswolf. I like the Newswolf. Tune to beam up expat Punisher Thomas Jane Ball's Enterprise as Dr. Bones McCoy for the 5th and final season. Man, it's gonna suck. But Babylon Berlin's Lars Edgar goes green as Brainiac. Okay, Jason Isaac joins Prime Video live action Tomb Raider. Man, that is going to be a suck fest. That is really going to be a suck fest. J.D. Abrams having The Great Beyond, the newly disclosed title of his next movie, reportedly a tale of a fantasy author whose mythical world turns out to be real. Okay, Glenn Powell and Jenna Ortega star. Showrunner Ryan Condal confirms that Game of Thrones House of the Dragon will end with the full season. Season 3 arrives this year. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Duffer Brothers, who did Stranger Things, that want to do an adaptation of Stephen King's The Talisman. Sadly, The Talisman is no longer at Netflix, so we're not involved. Cheers, Ross Duffer. While brother Matt adds, I think it was probably naive of us to think we could break the talisman. Okay. Emmy Award-winning Chernobyl director, which is excellent. Chernobyl's a great miniseries. Johan Renck is set to helm a live-action Assassin's Creed series. Say Nothing, Lola Pettigrew stars alongside Toby Wallace. While A Night of the Seven Kingdom, Tazin Crawford joins the regular cast. I haven't seen this week's episode yet. Too busy watching Star Trek Starfleet Academy. So Vigil, 28 years later, is a trilogy. It bombed massively, and they're making another one. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Oh, come back here. Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson are set to reprise the roles of Katniss Peter in Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping. Well, okay then. That just sounds... that's just saying we have nobody to base our franchise on. Right? James Cameron's itching to return to the world of Terminator. That's interesting. He aims to nail down the story over the next few months. Once the dust of Avatar clears, Arnie won't be back. Ugh. Avatar is shit. I mean, it just is. I tried watching it. I can't. I just can't. It's just not compelling. I don't really care. That's the only problem. Not the only project keeping Big Jim busy. Seems his long-gestating remake of 1966 Shrinkadelic classic Fantastic Voyage is back on. Oh, I'm working with the director right now on a new script he sells deadline, so he's not directing then. Mads Mikkelsen. I love Mads Mikkelsen. Joins the guys at Martin Scorsese. What happens at night? Okay. Paddington Paul King brings the Labubu toy craze to the screen. I've never heard of it. Bad Boy Ride or Die screenwriter Chris Bema is tipped to resurrect Men in Black for Sony. Okay. Triple Threat Vin Diesel will not only star in and produce, but also write the screenplay for Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Well, actually, I bet that would be good, actually. You know, that doesn't sound so bad. Oscar-winning cinematographer Eric Messerschmidt. Hi, I'm Eric Messerschmidt. That's a bit of an unfortunate name. We'll bring a fine eye to Gotham citizen Matt Reeves' Batman Part 2. Why are you making it? Why? Why are you making it? Don't. The last one was shit. Right? Don't. And Scarlett Johansson and, oh, God, more feminist shit. The Conjuring's James Wan is teaming up with Blumhouse's Supremo Jason Blum to revive Paranormal Activity franchise. Strap on your night goggles. Well, okay, then. What's there? Black Panther's Letitia Wright confirms Shuri has a part to play in Avengers Secret Wars. Nobody cares. Literally nobody cares, right? Gil Gerard passed away. We love Gil Gerard. Down, 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 down. Yes. Come on, Tweaky. What's that coming? Monarch Legacy Monster builds on the success by adding more Titan battles and plenty of interpersonal drama. I just found it boring. Right? I found it boring. I do like King Kong, but I just found it boring. Okay, well, what's it? Monsterverse Timeline? Kong Skull Island. I like that a lot. Takes place in 1973. Netflix Skull Island. I never seen that. That's on in 2023. Godzilla takes place 3 years before, from 2014. Is so it's 2014. That's the timeline's out of order then. Monarch Legacy of Monsters is 2023 and 2026. Then the Godzilla King of All Monsters takes place in 20. Why not put it in order, dumb fucks? Godzilla vs. Kong, which I liked a lot, takes place in 2024. And Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, takes place in 2027. Well, okay then. Yeah, 27 February. I'm not interested. Right, Storage Spores. Okay, what's this? Oh, this is kind of funky and gross. I like that. I like funky and gross. Cold Storage and Cinemas on February 13th. Well, okay, and they're probably out February 15th. I'm sorry. I still find Sarah Green very, very sexy. Like, she was probably my first masturbatory crush, right? And I can see why. I do. I find Sarah Green very sexy. It's just the age I come from, right? Designing War Between the Landscape. Okay, the design work was actually pretty good. I hate to say it. The design work was pretty actually good for it. Yeah. I think these Sea Devils were fine. Right, and generally speaking, I don't think that was a bad show at all. Oh, I would like the little shark men. That would have been cooler. All right, but okay. They still look more like the people from Atlantis from what's it called again? Underwater Menace, right? They look way more like that. Yeah, okay. Look, I'm not even arguing with this. I think it's all pretty darn good. Right, I'm not. I think I'll be kind of dickish to go off this. What is this? We reckon the makeup test feels more tropical fish. Okay. Designing Stranger Things. I don't fucking care. Like, honestly, last season I couldn't get through. Right, I couldn't really get through. I mean, I like the villain named Winkler, but it was just like. It wasn't written well. That's the bottom line. It wasn't written well. It was just like, we've got to be big and big. 25 years after its release, director Roger Christian explains his L. Ron Hubbard adaptation Battle for Earth isn't a misfire. Its reputation. I found it kind of enjoyable to watch, right? I mean, they were going to do a sequel, but it didn't do well enough for a sequel. Right. I mean, I feel bad for John Travolta being a lifelong Scientologist, and he just wasn't able to pull it off. I'm tired already. Bloody hell. Aaliyah Whitley of Wars and Words BSFA. I don't care. And let's look at the reviews. I can't believe Bone Temple got like 4 out of 5 stars. I heard it was shit. Let's read the review, see what it says. Shot back to back with 28 years later is kicking off a couple of days after the climax of the Bone Temple. Expands the world with a mix of cynicism and beauty. Makes the existential horror not that scary, but is at times profound. Led by superb performances from its returning cast. Mind you, when was the last time a zombie movie was truly scary? Well, 28 Days Later was good. But without its guard on the script, due to Danny Boyle as producer, this remains a sophisticated, satisfying horror that packs a punch. Again, everybody hated it. Like, it bombed horribly. Right? Outside of the crazed gnashings of the infected, the biggest threat comes from Jack O'Connell as Lord Sir Jimmy Crystal, a self-appointed cult leader who we first met in 28 years later as a little boy down by his let down by his fanatical minister father. His band of Jimmies, styled after Jimmy Savile, are cruel vigilante Satanists. They forcibly opted Spike, Alfie Williams, into their gang after a brutal battle in an abandoned swimming pool. Like 20 years later, Bone Temple plays with misremembered nostalgia, where Teletubbies are at the height of their innocence and Jimmy's doll out their twisted take on charity. Okay. On the other side is Dr. Ian Kelson, Ralph Fiennes, an atheist who believes it's just us. Humanity is the cause and solution to everything. A former GP, latterly preserver of the dead, alone in his ossuary for the tenuous friendship he builds with the infected Alpha Samson. Okay. Come back. Played by Chi Lewis Parry. For Kelson's life is short, lonely, but not meaningless. Taking the reins from Danny Boyle is director Nia DaCosta, who, oh, bloody hell, hot off the back of the Marvels. Yeah, you just said Marvels. Okay, no wonder this movie tanked. Has worked closely with Boyle on the Bone Temple. DaCosta has been a fan 28 days later since childhood, and the Bone Temple fit together perfectly as jigsaw pieces through a 36-year-old direct-to-American Garland script with deliberately bridges. However, despite references to Teletubbies, Iron Maiden, and Duran Duran, this is still very much a DaCosta's own thing. O'Connell's Crystal is menacing and terrifying, but still human. Fiennes' Kelson is gentle and genial, but pulls off a magnificent set piece to play the devil, channeling his inner Voldemort. But a quiet moment of conversation between the two is possibly the most electrifying scene in the entire film. Shout out to Lewis Perry for his hulking Samson, plays like Frankenstein's creation in reverse. He brings a straight. Okay, fine. Oh, it's Cillian Murphy? Cillian Murphy is in it. And no, he's not a zombie. No need to keep your eyes peeled. He set up the third part that promises great things. The production designers made their first model of the Bone Temple using wood skewers bought from a cookware shop. Well, who gives a shit? None of these things interest me in any way. Bulk, never heard of it. From Ben Wheatley. What's this? 100 Nights of Heroes, Stitchhead. No, none of the things infinite. Anaconda. When was that movie from? I can't remember. 97. Oh, Paul Rudd and Jack Black. Wow. Looney Tunes: The Day the Earth Blew Up. I guess it's a new movie. Rabbit Trap. Never heard of it. Mercy. Isn't that on? That's by Timur Bekmambetov, who did Night Watch and Day Watch. I thought were very good. I think it's on Amazon, isn't it? All right. I think it's on Amazon. I like a bit of Chris Pratt. Stranger Things Season 5. Spoiler one, don't care. Moonhaven, The Way to Eden. They didn't like that. It, Welcome to Derry. No, not interested. Birth. Starring, who's that? Nicole Kidman, Cameron Bright, Danny Houston, and Lauren Bacall. Blu-ray. I've never heard of it. Devil Times 5. Again, I've never heard of any of this shit. Jigs and Stigs. Okay. R.I.P. Man, Mother of Flyers, Quarantine 19. Okay, no, nothing. I know none of these things. Full Moon High, don't know anything, but it looks kind of fun. Oh, from 1981. I did know it. Swamp Thing. Oh, it's a terrible movie. It's a terrible movie. It really is a terrible movie. Okay. No, books great. Okay, books I never heard of. Operation Bounce House, Lost Protocol. No, Vivian Dies Again. The Art of Star Wars: The Acolyte. No. Come on. Nobody saw that show. Why would anybody want to? Okay, you know why they made this book? So your auntie will buy it and for you as a Christmas present. Right? Oh, you like Star Wars? Yeah, so where'd you get me this, you cunt? I know. What's at the end of the again? I never heard of any of these. But again, why am I surprised? Like everything, all the media I consume is normally about 10, 15 years old at the minimum. You know, because I like things. I like enjoying things. Ninendi Okorafor. I wonder if she would have got her been published if she was white from Clapham. I'm gonna guess no. No idea what this is. So this is interesting, bringing powers back. I mean, like that last one, I couldn't read the last graphic novel. It was just awful. Maybe I'll check this out, right? I mean, this was great in the day. Maybe I'll check it out. The Legend Testers, don't know. Adventures of Lumen N. Okay. Star Trek: The Last Starship. Nah. Cul-de-sac. Well, at least that looks good. That's by Mike Curry. He's a good writer. Did a good run on Hellblazer, right? Did a very good run on Hellblazer. The Phantom. Okay. Predator kills the Marvel Universe. Again, fucking crossovers everywhere. Just come up with something good and original. Jodie Whittaker, Doctor Who, fuck off. Chris O'Connor, Doctor Who. Yeah, tell me more. To Live and Die in LA, July 1999. Oh, the Blair Witch Project. I remember that. That was really good. Gonzo Cinema. And look, SFX one was actually good. Oh, them were the days, baby. Them were the days. Slasher movies, not really. Screen Queen, next issue, Screen Queen, a legendary horror icon is reborn. Okay, when's this coming out? They don't have the date on it. Why don't they have the date? Oh, yeah, February 25. Nowhere Man. I remember Nowhere Man. What year was that from? Early 80s. Again, do you think anybody's buying this shit? I really don't, right? I really genuinely don't. Anyway, so that's SFX for this month. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Say no more. Please say no more. Doink. We're going to look at next. You can go away too. Yeah, we're going to get to Doctor Who stuff. Right, yeah, I want to look at some of that in a minute. But first, listen to this. This is... Jesus. Again, they've really recreated the Jodie Whittaker era well on Big Finish, in that it's meaningless woke shit, apparently. Here's a trailer clip they brought out. Ride or Die. Again, and she's so bad at playing the Doctor.
A civilization is built on an economic system designed to make endless profit, devoid of conscience or regard for human dignity, or even the planet that sustains it. When the system is that ethically bankrupt, you don't need villains. You just need people doing their jobs.
Yeah, the thing is, Jodie, you're a fucking moron, and your political outlook is insanely stupid, right? I mean, it's... Okay, these woke morons, they do not understand that they're the Nazis, right? They just don't understand that they are the Nazis, right? They can't get their heads around it, right? See if I can find that clip with Paul Mason. Because like him being confronted with being like, a bit of a prick. Is this the one? Paul. I mean, this is really. I just want to get the full clip where he like eviscerates him. Oh, here we go. Right, you're going to hear their intense delusion any second now. Second.
We have fought racism for decades. What have you done?
Well, I've not been alive.
No,
for
you're just a podcaster, aren't you?
You're just a podcaster. Gets more people than you, I think.
Yeah, you're just a podcaster.
Well, I don't judge people by their skin colour. That's something I can say.
Fight racism.
I can say that I don't judge people
in your life to fight racism.
Even if we try, Paul, even if we try and pretend that what you said wasn't explicitly racist, okay, let's say it wasn't racist by
Be racist? I hate Jews. How can I be racist?
Judging people by their skin colour.
What Kemi Badenoch is trying to do is establish a centre-right to right traditional conservatism that belongs in this country, that has roots.
Yeah, you mean like indistinguishable from Labour, the Mono Party? Fuck off.
In this country, and the people who don't like it are a bunch of far-right nutcases who don't like that, and they're leaving.
You're a moron.
Great. We have the leader of the opposition party is a
It's Nigel Farage is the leader of the opposition party, and everybody knows it.
Woman, who's Nigerian in origin and is black. And we had a Home Secretary who was black under the Conservatives, and we've now got a Home Secretary who's a Muslim under Labour. What a brilliant country this is. It's reform.
Again, it is total racism, and he totally doesn't get it.
And it's politics of hate that wants to tear that all apart.
How's the politics of hate? Right? You sound like you're hateful to anybody who doesn't share your outlook.
Paul, you were saying that, anyone to the right of them or anyone with reform or a bunch of nutcases, and then you also preached tolerance. You're really insulting a large part of this population and ignoring their concerns.
I'm only insulting the nutcases. No, only the political nutcases. The one.
No. You're insulting about 60-70% of the country.
Who would join the party that most people would vote for?
The people leaving are the people who are always borderline or explicit racists, and that's the whole racist party.
Like Danny Kruger, I think that's really unfair.
Sorry, I think Danny Kruger, National Conservative, he's laid it all out.
But Suella's a racist?
Well, the Rwanda scheme was racist. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, no, she must be racist.
We're talking about politicians right now, and you're the only one that's been talking about their skin colour.
No, I'll tell you why I'm talking about their skin colour, because I'm very, very proud of this country being able to have...
No, you're really talking about it because you're racist.
...have people of multi-ethnic and multi-faith, because I grew up in a white society that was racist, and I know how hard...
But you think this society is racist?
I know, yes I do, and I'll tell...
I mean, okay, so what society isn't racist?
How do we have leaders of parties who have different colours?
Because people like me have fought racism for decades. What have you done?
Well, I've not been alive for that many decades.
No, you're just a podcaster, aren't you? You're just a podcaster.
Well, I don't judge people by their skin colour. That's something I can say.
Fight racism.
I can say that I don't judge people.
What you've done in your life to fight racism.
Even if we try, Paul, even if we try and pretend that what you said wasn't explicitly racist, okay, let's say it wasn't racist by judging people by their skin colour. Okay, I just want to say...
I'm judging.
You're judging me by the skin colour. These people are clueless.
Judging Kemi Badenoch by her performance.
And her skin colour.
By her politics.
You literally just said the skin colour.
I've said it's brilliant that we have a black leader of the opposition.
Right, okay, so you admit...
Okay, yes, that's you judging her by her skin colour.
Okay, good. Well, we know that what you said, in my opinion, that's racist, but okay, you don't think
fine,
it is.
Good.
Okay.
How can it be racist when he's saying it in a positive way?
Well, that's what we've been through this 20 years ago. Gareth on The Office was going, how can that be racist about black people's penises because I've said it in a positive way? We don't judge people at this
No, you're talking about black people's penises.
It's a compliment, if anything. So what you're saying is that black people ought to be flattered that their only achievement in this world is having oversized genitalia? I'm saying they shouldn't be ashamed of them. It's a myth.
I don't know, Jenny.
I don't think it is. Darling, it's not.
I could show you a magazine where literally...
Could you?
Well, I haven't got it with me, but...
Right, let's pretend that we're on the same and we're against the far right, which I think we all are, right? And I know about the far right.
Are you?
Yes, because I actually know about them. Right? I know who they are, I know what they're like, and they are very dangerous, and I agree with you, I'm against them as much as you are. When you create a society that makes it acceptable to start judging people not by their character, but by the colour of their skin,
absolutely,
you then make the right react and go, oh, that's allowed, is it? How wonderful. And now they're doing what you guys have been doing. And it's hell. It is two sides screaming about skin colour, but we should be looking at character. If you say it's acceptable, if it's acceptable in the mainstream, which it is, to talk about skin colour rather than content of character.
Let's bring this back to the Conservative Party, which is what the question was all about, because we've got a follow-up here from Mohammed, who says...
Okay, I don't know what he's going to say, but I'm kind of nervous. So again, let's just play that Jodie Whittaker clip again, and you will see the stupidity of it.
Entire civilization is built on an economic system designed to make endless profit, devoid of conscience or regard for human dignity or even the planet that sustains it. when the system is that ethically bankrupt? You don't need villains. You just need people doing their jobs.
Yeah, okay, Jodie, you support the establishment, right? Your character, and probably you too, supports the multinational corporations that are doing everything they can to strip normal people of their rights, right? And to get rid of freedom, right? And yeah, you just don't understand, do you? Because this is why you were shit playing the Doctor, because you're stupid, right? Because you're stupid, and it's really that simple. You're just stupid, darling, right? You are stupid. Anyway, what can you do? What can you do? Let's look at this article. We've been to get to it for a long time. 10 Doctor Who plot holes you didn't realize were actually solved. Okay. Did the Timeless Children break River Song's character? Not exactly. What? Timeless Children broke everything. Timeless Children was shit beyond shit. Okay, let's see. Why doesn't the wall reset in Heaven Sent? Well, that's actually a good question. I guess because it's like the outer layer, to get out. And that's something that can't reset, maybe. I don't know. It didn't really bother me, quite frankly. Stephen Moffat, as always, had a knack for intricately constructed stories that play out with time travel. With episodes like The Girl in the Fireplace Blink and The Big Bang, all got... Which one's The Big Bang? Was that a shooty one? What the hell is The Big Bang? Doctor Who, The Big Bang. Oh, wait, was that the season finale? There you go. Fine. Thank you. Where'd it go? Oh, I've now lost my place. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Big Bang was actually good, as I recall. His timey wimey though was Heaven Sent, where the Doctor's trapped in an endlessly reliving the same experience of billions of years. It's such an interesting, well-executed premise that it really is no surprise that it was immediately recognized as an all-time classic on release. You can't rewatch that episode though, right? Genuinely, you can't rewatch that episode. It's like, this performance is great, but it's like rewatching it is dull as ditch water. Once the mystery is solved, it's the next one is actually Hellbent is actually much better, right? But you can't rewatch it, right? It's shite. And yet, for such a tightly wound script, one large detail fans have pondered over since broadcast: if everything in Confession Dial gets reset, how is the Doctor able to slowly punch his way through a diamond wall? Shouldn't it reset along with it? I think you can say the diamond wall is outside the Confession Dial. I think that makes sense. The answer, it turns out, is a straightforward one. Mossett himself points out in an interview, the diamond wall isn't in the Confession Dial at all. It's the exterior wall. Okay, well, again, it's like, that wasn't a hard one to work out, right? That took me like a minute's worth of thought. That wasn't a toughie, right? That was not a toughie. Don't know what to tell you, mate. Don't know what to tell you. Also gives indication of why the Time Lords considered meters thick wall of solid diamond reasonable investment. I assume they generated it. They didn't go and buy the diamonds, right? I assume they generated it. If they want the Doctor to remain trapped inside their torture dimension, you might... okay, fine. I don't even think that was a plot hole, frankly. Where did 15 get the whistle? Oh, fuck off. Who cares? Why didn't the TARDIS translate the Pope? Because he wasn't there. It wasn't the real TARDIS. That was in the Monk trilogy, but that episode was taking place in a virtual reality where they could, like, the monks could war game out what was going to happen, right? And then you had the virtual Doctor in their virtual reality send a message to the real Doctor, as I recall, right? Only one of the TARDIS's many handy features is it can translate any language and telepathically transmit the results to its passengers. No matter how far you travel in time and space, you should be able to converse with pretty much anybody you meet. In fact, the translator matrix is so advanced that when it's unable to translate text in the Impossible Planet, the Doctor immediately takes as a very, very bad sign. but for some reason it can't translate the Pope. Well, you know, maybe out of respect. Admittedly, the Pope of all people, I tell you, I bet I've worked out the solution to this already. The Pope of all people inadvertently running into Bill's date works so much better if he's babbling in Italian. Well, that's why they did it, right? But at the end of the day, it's still a human-speaking common Earth language. You think the TARDIS wouldn't have much of an issue with that? The seeming plot inconsistency is once again addressed in a deleted scene that Stephen Moffat explains in an interview. I did write the Doctor saying he didn't need the translation, and Nardole suggesting he could play it along out of courtesy, but it glitched and it glitched the scene. What does that mean? So I lost it in the edit. In fairness, the Doctor's translation ability has wobbled before, so it's just another off moment. I think that's kind of a crap answer, quite frankly. Right? I don't really see it being a massive plot hole. I mean, it's not like Mordred Undead, is it? I mean, like, I don't think it's a massive plot hole at all. I don't know. Look, that's just what I think, Legion. That's just what I think. You know, sometimes you need a gestalt mind to be able to focus, right, on the important questions in life. And I am about to form a gestalt mind right now, right here, right now. I'm bringing in one of the finest minds that gestalted ever. It is, of course, a royal mind. It is Birmingham's king of the Greeks. Maybe he is that too. I don't know. Birmingham king of the Greeks. Dan Hadley, how you doing, sir?
I know a few Greeks.
You know a few
I do
Greeks,
know a
but
few
you're not
Greeks.
their king.
There's a family of Greeks who own the snooker hall, a kebab shop, and a couple of another.
I'll tell you,
couple of shops.
something I miss about being coach. I really miss those doner kebabs. Right? I know people like walk around with them like waving crucifixes saying unclean. I used to love a doner kebab on the way home on a night bus. Them were the days. How are you, Dan?
I'm very, very well. So I've never eaten a kebab, not once.
You're vegetarian, are you? Are you vegan or vegetarian?
I'm vegetarian. I've been vegetarian now for, what year is it? It's 36 years. 36 years. So, the kebabs weren't really a thing because I was only like 15, 16 when I went vegetarian. So kebabs, you could get them, but they weren't your.
Oh, they were all over London when I was growing up.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Like in the early 80s, they were huge.
So I wouldn't profess to be king of the Greeks. I'm on shaky ground enough with king of the geeks, really. Even
well, listen. I mean, look. I think there's not many left in Birmingham, right? They're all like surrounded by radical Muslims right now. So, yeah, they're the power group in Birmingham.
yeah. No comment.
Have you tortured yourself with Starfleet Academy this week?
I don't get a chance to watch that until Friday nights. With various sort of, I suppose I might be able to stick it in tonight. I might be able to watch it later.
I wouldn't. It is. Oh God.
So I've got that to enjoy, but I've got a pile of stuff too that I'd like to sort of get in. So Thursday, obviously, I usually live stream on Thursday, but I'm not this week. Right. So I've got a sort of evening free, so I might bump Star Trek, bring that forward. Because I'm out and about all day tomorrow, so I'm sort of jiggling things around a little in the nicest possible.
You'll go blind, mate. You'll go blind. It's just really bad. It is just really.
Well,
really bad.
I don't listen to or read any reviews before I watch something because it slants my viewing experience.
Yeah, but you must be going in. The chances of being Citizen Kane isn't high.
No, I haven't very high expectations. Let's put it.
Okay, I don't think I'm shocking you.
Let's put it that way because I've been watching Strange New Worlds season 1 and
that's not bad.
TNG season 3. So I've got plenty of Trek on the go at the moment. I'm really enjoying it. I'm also midway through Dallas season 10, so that's continued.
Oh, there you go. Is Bobby Ewing out the shower yet or not? Is it?
Yeah, he's out. He's looking surprisingly chipper. Last time we saw him,
the man from Atlantis.
Last time I'd seen him, he'd been bounced off the bonnet of somebody's car, but he's made a remarkable recovery. Turns out all he needed was a good soaping down.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, listen, we saw a Jedi get a lightsaber through the stomach. And then get better later. Where was that in? Was that in Ahsoka? I think it was Ahsoka.
Oh, God, I didn't bother watching that. Heavens above now.
It's shy, right? It's like, is it still above Section 31 in most opinions at the moment? No, it's as bad. Might actually be worse than Section 31.
You think Starfleet Academy? Do you sincerely think Academy is worse than Section 31?
Yeah, because Section 31's over in an hour and a half. Got 20 hours of. Another 17.
No, I can't claim. For me, Section 31 was absolutely unrecognizable as anything approaching Star Trek or anything approaching functioning entertainment that could potentially serve any quarter of any demographic at all. You got no idea what it was meant to be, where it was going, who it was speaking to, who was it for on any level. Whereas this, look, I know it's not for me, Starfleet Academy, but I think I understand who they're going for and why. You know what I mean? It seems tangible.
I mean, like, it's dying a death. It's like I love that it's embarrassing Paramount.
It seems to be dying a death, but I do wonder: are we prejudiced? Do we only hear one side of it? But it seems to be dying a death.
It's universally panned. It's universally panned. There's no one out there going, "Oh, this is." I mean, yeah, you have a few of the woke insane.
That's what I thought. But I've joined a couple of Star Trek groups on Facebook to see where the general land lies. And there's, in one group in particular, a large Facebook group. My God, are they insistent that this is great television? I'm loving it every week, and all.
Yeah, they're all lying. They're
Defense
all
of
lying.
this show.
Yeah, they're lying. They're lying to themselves. They're lying to you. They're lying.
Because when Discovery was on, I was kicked out. I used to be a member of lots of Star Trek groups. I was kicked out of all of them.
I avoid Facebook if ever I can. Right? It's not a friendly home for anybody who's not insanely woke. Right?
Yeah.
They tried to get better about a year ago, but not really.
They tried to. They realised the way the wind was blowing, and that X had sort of turned things around, and they tried to relax the censorship. But it's not worked, has it? In fact, it's got worse.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so I don't really use Facebook at all. Not a fan. Yeah, I was watching your stream about the Disney figures, which didn't look good to me. I don't know. It just seems like, although when I did the math, most people were watching it for the full length of the episode.
Yeah.
I was very surprised about.
The people who want to watch Doctor Who are invested in the brand, invested in that universe, and will put up with quite a lot.
I know, not me.
I think we've got more tolerance towards that show, and we indulge it on a level that we never would at other shows. Even Star Trek, that I have. With Discovery, I bailed on that. There were several episodes that I turned off. I watched in chunks. I mean, even Strange New Worlds, that musical episode, famously took me 3.25 hours to get through. It's meant to be at 55 minutes, was it? Something like that? 3.25
Why are they so
hours.
long? Why can't they be 42 minutes long and save me some bloody life? Right?
Because that would require discipline on their part.
And they have none.
And they haven't got any.
They don't.
No.
It's
no talent,
and they all complain about having imposter syndrome. Doesn't surprise me. Okay, but the biggest news this week, I think, was Sydney Sweeney's lingerie line. That's I give her. I support her business endeavors.
I'd given the chance. I'd support everything.
Yes,
but,
I mean, she just gets more awesome, right? But per minute. I mean, she really does. Right? Did you see my thumbnail today?
I've had to stop looking at the Sydney Sweeney underwear launch pictures. I thought this is starting to get too much now. She's a grown woman. She's like 27, 28 years of age. So, she's a viable target. But she's viable. But I think I'll come on, Dan. I'm slightly obsessed. It's strange for me because you know me. I usually go for the dark-haired girls, not the blondes.
Yeah, but she's
Sydney Sweeney. Is drop dead gorgeous. I told myself I'd got to sort of cleanse my mind. So I thought, well, what else am I enthused about? I'm really enthused at the moment about Masters of the Universe. So I went over to their social media feed to check out what was going on, and they've had the big launch of the action figures in the last day or so that tie into that film. So you've got about 6 action figures, and they've got them posed in various ways.
Was it? Is that on X?
It's everywhere. It's everywhere on the official Mattel and Masters of the Universe movie accounts. They've got these new figures out there, and what they show you is them giving the action figures to the actors and actresses who are going to be playing those parts. So you see Nicholas Galzatine with his He-Man figure, and he looks really pleased with himself. I think he's too young to have seen it when he was a kid, but you can see he's really pleased. But then they gave the figure to the girl who plays Teela. And I'd never had a close look at her before. So I went straight from Sydney Sweeney to seeing this. This girl that's playing Teela is absolutely adorable. It's really pretty. And so they're giving her this figure, and now I've got a massive crush on her as well. I can't win. I've got to stay clear of everything.
And I use that word advisedly. Is this a Master Universe fan relations? Is this the right one, you think? Let's have a look at this.
I don't know, but if you go to their official
Master
socials,
Universe Revelation. Well,
if you go to their official socials, they're sort of everywhere.
Okay, what's it? Mattel. I'll try Mattel. See if that comes up.
Alison Brie is playing Evil Lynn, and I've fancied her for about 15 years. So that's not going to help.
Who's playing Evil Lynn?
Alison Brie from Glow and Community and various other TV shows.
Oh yeah, here we go. I've actually found pictures. Oh, Alison, she's good casting. She was in Mad Men for a long time.
That's right. She looks just. They all look just like them. This looks like such a good time. This film.
I honestly, I'm really kind of psyched for this movie. Here, let me put up a picture. There you go.
Look at, she's gorgeous.
And you know what? I have like zero problem with Man of Arms being black. I mean, like, it totally doesn't bother me at all.
Well, I mean, look at her. I'm thinking, whoa, hello. I'd never even heard of this actress before. She's now on the radar. But yeah, with the Man at Arms thing, I mean, the thing is, Idris Elba is perfect. He's the perfect age and look for that part.
It really works.
He's even got the perfect moustache for it. So the way I think that how you got to look at something like that is why, as a film, as a movie studio, as a production house who's making a Masters of the Universe movie, why waste a load of time looking around for the white Idris Elba to play a part like Man at Arms? You might as well just get Idris Elba.
And like, you can always tell if a race swap is for dramatic, really just choosing the right actor, or if it's for woke reasons. Like, you could so tell that Lawrence Fishburne was the perfect person to play Perry White in the Snyder Superman.
Nobody questioned it at the time.
Was I?
Nobody questioned that at the time. When was that? 12, 13 years ago? No, it didn't register with anybody.
And you can also tell that Jeffrey Wright was cast for purely woke reasons, right? In the Batman. Oh God, I hate that.
And
movie.
Yet he wasn't.
I can't believe they're doing another one, right?
And yet he wasn't. He wasn't cast for woke reasons in Casino Royale 20 years ago. The Martin Campbell film.
Yeah, and you can really tell.
Yeah,
right. You can totally tell. That's 100% right. I'm going over these plot holes that they say have been solved in Doctor Who. I don't think so far they haven't been many plot holes at all. But let's have a look. By the way, speaking of Sydney Sweeney, did you see my thumbnail for today?
Go on, show it. I don't think I have. I don't think I've seen it.
Oh well, I'm glad you're sitting down then. Right, it's like
the desk is bolted down, so if there isn't, oh my God. See, I was doing so well since 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. My God! And look where that Starfleet Delta is just nesting there.
It did perfectly. Right.
Commission me. Look at that.
I know. I mean, like she's just stunning, right? Although the second thing I saw her wearing in the in a lingerie stuff was these like lingerie gloves. I was like, oh, that is sexy. Don't know why I found that so sexy.
I saw that as well. Yeah, it doesn't usually do anything for me, but pretty much
that did the trick.
She'd look foxy in a boiler suit, though, wouldn't she? Let's be honest.
Yeah, but she looks foxier here.
Yeah. man.
Okay, Sydney, you've done
Thanks
a
for that.
good job, darling. You can take a power now, honey. It's okay. Okay, one more time. Okay, and see. Right, let's see what these supposed plot holes are. How does humanity keep forgetting all the alien invasions? Oh, fuck off. Well, you had the reality reboot under the Moffat era, and then they didn't give a shit, as I recall, right?
Thing is, they gave. I can't remember who it was. I don't think it was Russell. I think it was Stephen Moffat. They came up with a really great sort of catch-all for all of this. This sort of stuff is only a plot hole if you want it to be. It's not. In fact, it's not a plot hole at all. It's a stumbling block of the whole Doctor Who universe. It's only a problem if you want it to be. Don't they have this sort of? Don't they have this statement along the lines of, well, the human race, all this stuff, they experience this stuff, or they see weird stuff on a daily basis, but they're that busy going from A to B, from work to school, to the school run, to the chip shop, and then back home, that they've sort of forgotten something weird that they may have seen at 4:00 that afternoon, because there's been a million and one other things that have got in the way in their lives since. And although that is a kind of a glib retort up to a point, it's underpinned with the truth of the way that people do live their lives. So I think that's fine. We don't need to fixate on shit like this.
Yeah, just enjoy Doctor Who. Right?
Yeah.
Really is. So this is their answer. It wasn't until season 5 that we finally got an explanation that should stand up under any amount of scrutiny when the Doctor attributes humans' convenient recurring amnesia to all the all-consuming cracks in time. It's an easy explanation granted, but when you're trying to explain away the world's population forgetting about the ghosts turning into Cybermen and giant metal robots stomping all over the place, the fabric of time and space is being fundamentally fractured, feels a bit more appropriate than the military hid the evidence. I know, yeah, Amy Pond rebooted the universe, didn't she? Right? And who cares? I mean, I think most series should start off with a universal reboot, because I mean, that this era was insane. Right, it was absolutely insane.
You could argue that it wasn't as much of a problem during the classic series because they didn't finish each season or finish events regularly with something that was universally cataclysmic. There were usually events that were only of significance that affected a small number of people or one world off wherever at any given point. Pockets, if they were on Earth, there tended to be pockets of human beings living in one particular time in one particular place. So it wasn't really a problem in the classic show. And we do get that does bleed over into the new series. But of course, then you've got those double part season cliffhangers. So it's a problem that they've invented for themselves. But to be honest, the same principle generally applies about how to look past it all.
Yeah, exactly. How doesn't the Doctor know which Osgood survives? Because I think he didn't look. Politeness.
He was about as interested in that character as I was, maybe.
I didn't care, right? Again, modern unit just has no interest for me whatsoever. And I quite like the war between the land and the sea, right? I really do, but it just has no interest for me at all. Yeah, Deep Space Nine over there. Did you see Red Letter Media's Deep Space Nine Season 1 retrospective?
No, I don't watch those guys. I find them a bit nauseating. They're very pleased with themselves, those blokes.
They are very pleased with themselves. I know. I really liked it because I haven't really looked at season 1 for a long time, and there's a lot of good episodes there. Right? You should really.
See, I've always liked it. I loved Deep Space Nine from the very start. I could never understand why people were down on it. So I don't need those two chumps to tell me why Deep Space Nine is good.
It's because it wasn't like giving the expectations, right? It was different, which I thought was actually pretty good. Okay, well, so those were the old rules. Before Zygons can pluck loved ones from your memory and wear their faces, Zygons only need to keep original alive if they need more information from them. If they interrogate them, then the original can die. Okay, well, that's a kind of a dull answer, isn't it? But okay. How did Skaro come back after Remembrance of the Daleks? Maybe it's set before Remembrance of the Daleks? Were their answers? Okay, what do you think the answer is going to be? Can you keep the shit?
Yeah, I mean, the destruction of Skaro, home planet Skaro about to vaporize. I mean, it didn't. It got better. I don't know. Is vaporizing different from being destroyed?
I mean, it was in the Time War, so wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. It was when was this? Which is familiar. what year was this? 2016, 2015, around there. Somewhere around there, say 2015, right?
I haven't gone back.
So the Remembrance of the Daleks was in 88, I think.
Yeah.
Right? So that's 27 years. Right? Literally 27. Nobody remembers back 27 years on TV.
I think I had sort of assumed that whatever had happened, that was sort of far into the future. That it was some sort of temporal. The Hand of Omega was a temporal weapon of some kind. But again, I've never sat down and really thought about it too.
Yeah. Okay. So even simple explanation. Missy puts it. They bought it back. It's not a stretch to imagine the Daleks rebuilding Skaro. After all, they must have built it in the first place. Okay. Whatever. Okay, these are not plot holes. Okay, these are not massive plot holes. Why the Simon?
Also, the Daleks had an empire. You know, they can rename planets if they wish to.
I guess so.
You see, Skaro is in the opening caption of the TV movie, for example. But you look over stuff like that because you think, well, this is leaning back into Doctor Who lore. They're grabbing what they need to grab. Not just to tell that story that they had to on that night, but to re-establish Doctor Who. And it was the same when it came back to some degree or another. It's not like the Barusa thing. You know, Barusa's dead. We go to his tomb. We spend 90 minutes finding his tomb in 1983. He's very, very dead. And yet Timothy Dalton walking around, no problem.
No, you know that's not Barusa. That's
Rassilon. Sorry, Rassilon. Sorry.
Yeah,
so he's everything's fine.
Bring back Time Lords.
Yeah.
Dodgy things. Okay, why are they different from a parallel universe? Because it's not that parallel. This was all eventually cleared up in well enough in time. The Doctor falls where the Doctor gets with the third Cyberman origin aboard the Mondasian colony ship. Here, the Doctor has a theory of power. Okay, fuck off. Give me a real question, okay? This is just a nightmare. How can River regenerate after the time? No, not even going there.
People genuinely hung up on this stuff. I haven't given any of this shit.
No one ever. Hasn't the Doctor been that far? I don't give a shit about this. Well, apparently not. I don't give a shit. How did the Dalek survive's journey's end? With Rusty out of the way, Doctor decided to extend a Dalek-shaped hand to its successor, Stephen Moffat, and give him a built-in reason for why the Pebbots could survive. Was that the last one? Send me right back.
All I can think is that they really needed a Doctor Who article for whatever reason. They commissioned whichever arsehole this is that's banged this out. Probably paid them by the word. That's
right. And this article is over a month old, and I don't think there's any new articles after. Let's have a look. Right, this is how much Doctor Who has fallen out of the Zygest. Like literally 23rd of December, this article came out. It took them that long to get there. Come on, is it looking for it?
Yeah, it's largely still waters, completely dead.
Right.
And I get the impression that for the most part, the Doctor Who community, even though we may not say it out loud, is enjoying the respite, is pleased.
Yeah, I'm enjoying watching classic Doctor Who, quite frankly, and not thinking about the shit show that was the modern series. I'm actually genuinely happy about that.
You've still got some of the idiots that were involved in the last 8 or 9 years, sort of speaking here and there. Jodie Whittaker gave an interview yesterday where she was talking about this new short film that she's worked on, and she was sort of, she just seems a lot more low key nowadays, a lot more relaxed, a lot more normal, really.
Well,
and not like some sort of ideologue.
From her latest audio. Right, and it sounded like the average moronic stuff. So here, Henry Cavill is Connor McLeod. McLeod. There can be only one. That isn't. What's his name playing Ramirez? The
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe. Right. I think this is going to be good. Right. I think it's going to be good because Henry Cavill normally just does good stuff. Right. I think you could. Another one.
Well, I've said before, I'm more a fan of Henry Cavill, the person, than I am of his work.
Yeah,
he's not actually done that much that I've enjoyed. I liked him in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. and I liked him in The Witcher. the first couple of seasons of that.
Right, only saw the first season.
And I've been told that he's great in The Tudors. That he was really good in that. Was it? But I'm not a huge fan of Henry Cavill. But as a person, as an actor, as a personality, he seems like a really nice guy. He's a total geek.
Yeah.
And so I want him to be in good stuff. And I get the impression, I don't think he's been chewed up and spat out as such by bigger studios, but I don't think he's had an easy ride of it either. I don't think he was delivered that which he was promised, because he should have been leading that DC universe over that 10, 12-year period. And he wasn't. He ended up playing a version of Superman who was next to irrecognizable. But it wasn't his fault. And so, he always handled it with
Superman, to be honest with you.
But he always handled the whole affair with dignity, no matter what they did to him.
Yes.
And it's the same with the Witcher business. We know what happened to him on The Witcher. Has he gone to any media outlet and started calling anybody a wanker? No, he hasn't. He's kept his mouth shut and just got on with what he wants to do. And so this is what I mean. He seems like a decent guy. I want him to be in good stuff. I can imagine a dozen other actors who would have been my preferred choice to play Connor McLeod, but it's fine that he's there. I'm sure he'll do a good job.
Is there is Axon actually coming out? January 2026 update from Axon Productions.
Really?
Oh, an unexpected optimism. I mean, like, Richard Hatch is dead. Right? There's several. Episode 4 have been completed in its final sound mix of Soul 7. More importantly, he revealed Axon Productions was seeking conversation with Skydance Media. So is this a new teaser? Let's have a look.
Look, several cast members of Axonar are dead.
Yeah.
Tony Todd is dead. Gary Gary Graham's dead.
Oh, he is? Oh, yeah, you're right.
This is undignified. Are people still financially supporting this?
Well, I did years ago, but I never got to see it because they never finished it. They did 4 episodes. So let's have a look at this update. This is it. This is good stuff. Paramount are crazy for not funding this and putting it on their channel. They're absolutely crazy. It will put everything else they're doing to shame.
It's just dawned on me.
Yeah.
If 3, maybe more, of the cast of Axonar who are no longer with us, can you imagine how many Star Trek fans who supported this project financially? Can you imagine how many of them are no longer with us?
I'm still amazed I'm alive, frankly.
Hey, Axonar fans, it's Alec with your January 2026 Axonar update. Now, first of all, make sure you've seen this video about the final sound mix of episode 4, which I just did. Because last week we were out in LA and we did the final sound mix at Soul 7 Studios, which is one of the finest sound studios in all of LA. And we produced the final sound mix for episode 4, which means once we get a couple small things done.
How long are the episodes? Have they released any yet?
Fuck knows. I just think this guy's an absolute tool. I don't listen to a single word this twat says ever.
Yeah, he is a bit of a twat, but it looks gorgeous. Look at this.
5 is all the cool battle stuff, the Battle of Axonar, but that'll be coming out this summer. So we're really excited. Things are really starting to mesh, and Dana Wagner has just done an amazing job with all the backgrounds, compositing the green screen shots, and just really creating some amazing environments that we didn't have in Prelude to Axonar. That will, of course...
That's impressive. Yeah, let's have a look at the other stuff they've done.
Which is the Battle of Axonar.
All female bridge, but at least they're attractive.
Looks like Mimi Rogers or somebody.
Skydance Paramount. Okay, fine.
I can't see Skydance picking this up.
They should do. I mean, like, they're crazy not to. They really are genuinely crazy not to.
Maybe they should, but I can't see them doing it.
I can't see them doing it either. Let me put up Cosmic Book News. See what they have to say for themselves. Cosmic Book News. Let's see what the news on it is. Oh, it's got the Master of the Universe stuff. Share screen. Doink. There you go. Master of the Universe Chronicles action figures revealed ahead of 2026 movie. Good idea.
Yeah. That's the ones.
What's this? Ulfa Dario Olafsson cast as Thor in Prime Video's God of War. Well, that's kind of a different take on it. Marvel Titana Massily joins Esposito in protest against Israel. Israel allies. Well, fuck you, cunt, is all I can say.
I've seen John, whatever his name is. He's an absolute bellend anyway.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't care if you don't want us to watch it. I'm going to watch it anyway. Oh, James Gunn says no to Robert Pattinson as DCU Batman. Thank God. Right?
I couldn't agree more.
James Gunn shoots down Grant Guff. Okay. Man, there's really nothing interesting happening, is it? It's all like this stupid James Gunn stuff. I'm so bored of like Snyderverse versus the Gunverse, right? It just bores the crap out.
Well, you know how much I love the Snyderverse.
Me
but
too.
Its time was up, and the fact that there are these childish people, including John Delarose, for fuck's sake, what a prick he is. Continuing to, he's a vile, nasty piece of work, and he's one of the leading voices in all of this stuff. It's beyond cartoon. I haven't got any time for any of this shit.
I mean, what I think is happening is that within the James Gunn DC verse, Zack Snyder wants to do. They're prepping Zack Snyder to do a Dark Knight Returns Elseworlds movie, right? Which is something he's always wanted to do.
I'd have loved to have seen that. I mean, imagine that with Ben Affleck, and I know that was something that they wanted to do in time. But I just think the window's closed on that for the time being.
It's just weird. It really is weird because, times move on. I mean, it's like crying that Christopher Reeve isn't Superman anymore. He's not Superman. Like, get over it, mate. Get over it.
Christopher Reeve died over 2 decades ago, but you'd never know it the way that people go on. And I love Christopher Reeve.
Great. I would really want to see Superman Returns with Christopher Reeve AI'd over Brandon Rosh, and I think it'd be much better for it. But then you got to get rid of that whole plot arc of him like fathering a child. I didn't like any of that. It was just I want Superman to be Superman, right? I liked Kevin Spacey's Lex Luthor. I thought that was great. Anyway, do you have anything coming up on your channel in the near future?
Well, yes, sort of. So if you hang on, let's have a look at this. So later on, well, firstly, thank you, everybody who's been patiently waiting for whatever we've got coming up next. If you've missed us, you can get us in your ears or before your very eyes across all major podcatchers with the Type 40 podcast. So I'm very proud of I'm proud of all of them. They're all my children, of course they are, but the last 2 or 3 have been especially strong. So Keith Barnfather was in to talk about 40 years of real-time pictures. A few weeks ago, we followed that up with our randomizers pick of closing time for us to review there. That was a lot of fun going back to that. It had been 15 years since I'd seen that story near enough. Right. So to get right onto that after such a long break. And then there's our McGannuary special. That was a bunch of us having a sort of round table celebration, really, of 30 years of Paul McGann since he was first cast as the Doctor, and we got him revealed, and we also review the Big Finish story, Storm Warning, as well. So you get sort of 2 podcasts in one.
One of the best, one of the finest. They just released really that as a box set for the whole season, and
they have,
yeah, thank God,
great value for money. It's great. We talk about that on the show. So you've got, as always, that's across all the podcatchers, and the enhanced video editions are there on the channel. And this time next week, we're back with Type 40 Live, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, and X2. Thank you for the plug,
Rabbi. My pleasure. Do you have a thumbnail for Saturday night yet?
I do, and I forgot to include it in my little folder here. So yeah, I have. It's up for the final time. We're double streaming it to the Type 40 channel and the Spacebook channel. So if you like the Star Trek show Warp Drive, you've got to go over to the Spacebook channel and subscribe over there. Support us there if you would. Every time I say that, I lose subscribers. People unsubscribe. really, if you people tell me how good these shows are, but people don't subscribe to the channels. So yeah, it's going to be off the Doctor Who channel, only on the Spacebook channel after this week. So go and find us on the Spacebook, subscribe and turn on the notifications, then you'll get the rest of the Warp Drive stuff. But we are on the Type 40 channel this coming Saturday for one last time. So thank you everybody who supported that so far. Lots more to come. We're in it for the duration, for the whole tour of duty, aren't we, Rabbi? All 10,
we are.
10 episodes.
So, Yeah, you should be warned though. They're expecting a war this weekend, right? And people be in the bomb shelters here, which is my room, right? My my son and his babies are here with my daughter-in-law. So if I can't come on, that's why we're huddling here.
I am a little bit sort of behind on real world events. So you were at peace when I last knew.
Yeah. No, this is was it? Iran is toppling, right?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Trump has sent in like more military hardware than there was in for Desert Storm, and it looks like they want to. Honestly, I think they're carrying a big stick to hope they negotiate them. They want the mullahs to fall, right? So they're planning like a big infrastructure attack, and then Iran will counterstrike, American assets, which is Israel. So the bottom line is there's a good chance I'm going to end up in my bomb shelter, which is Actually, I'm not. Okay, I'm not because the last time my son and daughter were here, she was heavily pregnant. I got one chair in this room and I'm sitting on it, right? So I normally sit outside in the room out there on the couch, and I'm not going to go in and say no, my heavily pregnant daughter-in-law with twins. You stand there while I sit on my chair. No, I can't do that. So I sit on the couch outside. So and hope nothing falls. But so that might happen. I'm going to be, and I might be like just insanely tired because my wife's going to insist on keeping the babies overnight and getting up and feeding them and all that stuff. She lives for that. Okay, whatever.
So we might have you on Saturday as part of the crew, but we might not. It'll be a laugh, whatever happens. I don't doubt. I can't remember what the episode's called this week. It's got another sort of Latin name, hasn't it? God, it's insufferable when they do that.
Vox something or other. It's a piece of shit. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to have a poo, right? So I think a piece of shit. Just let you all know. Fine.
Go to ground.
I am back on Sunday. Back on Saturday night. Bye, Dan. Hopefully, who knows what dares to dream. Come and join us. Like, share, subscribe. All those things are good. Send me all your money. They'll be fine. It'll work out good for you. Don't worry. That's my recommendation. Fine. With that, I'm going to hit the end broadcast, man. I'm going to hit